The world you see around you is not the world you see in your mind. You have a world in your mind you created for yourself the way you want and imagine it. You do things you don't want and you complain later. You're not a kid anymore. You have a world in your mind to guide and explore. You're the master of your mind that creates your world, the world you understand. You must be in peace in your world. The inner peace of mind, the only way for you to create a peaceful world. In that world there will be only positive thoughts, optimism that leads you the way to happiness, expecting the good things to happen in your life, knowing exactly how to deal with bad things when they show up. Basically, all that happens to us come from us or our world, nothing strange. We create our problems in our world and with our mind we solve them, acting like we're not a part of it. Nothing can happen without our involvement. We realize a perfect world that doesn't exist, we live in it ignoring reality and logic. There is only one world, different minds with different thoughts. Some give life and some take it. Choose for yourself what's good for you. Ways and habits are a part of your way of thinking. Sometimes you think something and you do something else not as it was planned or your mind imagined it for you. We cannot control or get involved with those passing thoughts we get in mind. Ideas and thoughts mixed up together when we get involved. Some of those thoughts aren't ours to make because it's only the mind chatter. We ought to know when that happens to do not get involved. There is a path to follow to control what you can think and not what your mind thinks for you. There are times when we get thoughts in our minds when we don't want to think about them. They just happen to appear in our minds. To note down what we think about is not always easy. Things happen so fast and sometimes we can't remember what we thought about if we don't write it down. Sometimes, a big plan comes up in our minds but we don't take it seriously, we make the idea slips out like it was never there. You have no idea how many good ideas you turn your back on every day and so the bad ones. Your mind is a powerful thing. Teach yourself, then you will be the master of your mind. The reason we're here is to control what we think about and make it happen the way we have logic on. Time is the first thing to care about. Wasting it doing what we don't think about probably would put oneself in a bad position that leads the person to start disbelieving himself and his ability of doing. That's why always it's about the mind. You can change your mind about a lot of things in your life daily or ignore them. Your mind is able to find your excuses and reasons with you to be convinced that you are doing the right thing. The point is, your mind creates your world the way it works fine for you. You don't want to be a successful person. That's fine. But you can imagine yourself a successful one by dreaming and thinking about it. You're not a doer and it's time for you to be one. Never too late to do what you think about, from ideas to actions. Lead yourself the way to walk on the right path. You surround yourself with positive people, you see your world positive with much optimism, doing only what makes you happy. You surround yourself with negative people, then your life becomes miserable with or without wealth and power. The mind still didn't think about what you want.